Former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Herbert. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Herbert. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. After the sack on 1st down, Herbert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Herbert now. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. They snap it to Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Touchdown, Chargers! Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this will be a touchback. So the San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense. Loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single...
And he lost the football. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, they'll try to run it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 9. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though,
and he loses the football a 2nd time. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The 40, 20, 10, and he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
they just had to hold on to the ball.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So we've come to halftime. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert going back to Allen. He's got him again. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And complete, right side to Cook. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd down, it's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
You certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He's airing it out for Sanu. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. second down. It's Mitchell, and he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 32.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Herbert on first down now. Going deep here for Allen. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there for L.A. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. Herbert operating from the red zone. Touchdown! Austin Eckler. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Play action. Garoppolo. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first down, Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Herbert. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 24. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, no surprise there that he got the ball. When you've got 2 touchdowns already, you're probably demanding it in your own huddle. And you can bet this defense, though, is going to be keyed in.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown. Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody didn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, it's not a good decision. He didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think he just said, well, my kicker's hurt in this moment. No, okay.
The Charger drive about to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off near the 26. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind?
And he loses the football the second time. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Staying on his feet. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what?
It's North versus South in the state of California. We're underway between the Niners and Chargers.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
Intercepted by the Chargers. They'll take over first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. They come up first and 10 at the 16.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. Touchdown, Chargers. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. He's got to feel grateful at this point. The defense was able to get the turnover and get the ball back because he threw the interception last time. Could be a 2-score deficit right now. Instead, still 1 score.
Grateful, relieved. Now he gets to turn to his offense and say, look at the gift we got from our teammates. Let's make sure we take advantage of it now. It could be, as you noted, a much bigger deficit.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Kaiser White.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually put
touchdown. It's complete. Mike Williams on the touchdown throw from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Getting it out left side to Sanu. Touchdown, 49ers. Mohamed Sanu, 30 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. That time, a 6-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
It's a room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Running on first down, Eckler. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
That is caught. It's Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Mike Williams on the touchdown throw from Justin Herbert.
The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
That's caught. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line. And the lead is going to stay right where it is. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Garoppolo. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. On first down, it's Mitchell. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he's be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jerry Tillery. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense. And he coughed it up. And picked up by the Chargers. And now off to the races down the right side. The 20.
What a play. What a play.
And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Looking for a bounce back, had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
A big play there just before halftime.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28.
Let's go.
So we have reached an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
A big play there on the catch and run. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Herbert's throw taken in by Cook. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown!
Austin Eckler, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
It's caught at the 1. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
7 yards the pick up there. 2nd down and 3.
A shotgun snap for Herbert.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
It's a gain of 7.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the 1st down at the 1-yard line, though. And Allen's got it. And he is out of bounds here.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown run from Austin Eckler.
And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on.
Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2.
And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes has a way of catching up with you. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's airing it out for Sanu. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. This one caught by Kittle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Mitchell. And he loses the football a second time. And picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On the give, this is Eckler. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Let's go, D.
Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler. 29 yards. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off with great anticipation. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly.
And he loses the football a second time. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 30, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. Taking it in.
And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Gold with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,
he's got a man, complete. Past the 20, 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On second down now, it's Mitchell. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Sliding out of the pocket. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught out in the right flat. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
for a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know. They could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1 yard line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Gold to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
Herbert has it knocked free, but a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So they keep the football. But now face 2nd and long.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 18, right here.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong with